Okay, so for our next exercise, guys, it's a very hard exercise. A lot of people incorporate a dumbbell row at the beginning of their workout because they're just full of energy. I do the reverse. I like to do it at the end because you're tired and you don't have to go so heavy. You can go lighter weights and get that same effect and get that same squeeze and that muscle connection and that contraction. So I tend to do it at the end, don't have to go so heavy, and you can protect your elbows. Because heavy dumbbell rows, you're gonna affect your elbows. So you gotta be very careful when you're training, so I like to do it at the end.
Are we doing 3 sets?
3 sets. Maybe even 2, we'll see.
And I know you like to kick your leg out like that, right?
Yeah, just bend over more. Right there. That's it. Good. Okay, so guys, see where he's holding the weight? That's wrong. You want to hold it in the middle of the dumbbell. Okay? So it executes the whole portion of the back. Okay? So get that stretch. Come down, stretch. Open up the lat, now pull. Squeeze.
So right here.
Good. That's it. Good. 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 Excellent. Good. Perfect. 12. 7 so heavy. Excellent. So you want to keep the hips straight. You don't want to twist and you don't want to move your hips in the movement. Then you're going to put pressure on your waist. You want to keep your waist nice and tight, nice and small. Okay? Good. 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 That's it. Get a good stretch, get a good squeeze. So guys, just so you know, on video here, this is Jerry.
How you doing?
Okay?
Hey.
And maybe you want to say a couple of words on...
What can I say? Very impressed by this young man. He has a tremendous potential. Probably go very far in the sport. You know, looks terrific, man. He's got a great trainer, Eric. You know, I predict big things for this guy. Seriously. Yeah, yeah.
So let's do a double bicep. Show Jerry.
Very good. Nice shape. Good. Only 21, man. Great. Nice lats, too.
Remember when I told you go big?
Yeah.
Open yourself up.
Very good. Good. Very good. Nice taping, man. Good. Very good. Let me give you a little tip. I always tell this to guys, if you don't mind. When next time you compete, if they bring all of you guys on stage together, right? You know, like, do they still do that, bring the guys on stage together? Yeah. Okay, right when the curtain opens, when the first one, as soon as they bring you on stage, you know, what you do is you take 2 little baby steps forward. You know what I mean? Even when, you know, try and stand on the end, but if you can't, makes no difference. But don't make it obvious. I've told this to guys in the past. I told them to take 2 little steps and they go like this. And then the judges say step back. You got to make it where it's barely. Even the guys that won't notice you do. Kind of like just like this. Then you stand there. It's an optical illusion. This was taught to me by a famous trainer named Vince Caranda about 50 years ago.
Vince Caranda.
Have you heard Vince Caranda?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What it will do is it'll make you look about 25% bigger than all your competitors. A little trick I always tell the guys that compete. Just want to give you a little tip there. Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so guys, maybe you want to give a little plug out to your YouTube channel.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I have a newsletter. You know, I was the science editor of Muscle and Fitness for 10 years as science editor. I've had about maybe 6,000 articles published. But what I'm doing now is I publish my own newsletter that's called Applied Metabolics. It's at appliedmetabolics.com. It has a tremendous amount of information on nutrition, exercise science, hormonal therapy, what else? Ergogenic aids, you name it. I mean, it's state of the art. There's nothing that can match it on the internet, no magazines, nothing. It has my 55 years of experience and study all in this newsletter. So take a look at it today.
He's wearing me out. So guys, this is Tyler, Dave's friend from Arizona. They came down together. They're a great team. They work out together.
Ty's my workout partner back home. Keeps me going. We feed off of each other. It's good stuff.
That's it. Don't rotate the shoulder. Pull with the arm, hit the back only. You wanna isolate. You don't want to use your shoulder to bring up the movement. That's it.
All right, watch me on this one. Watch me on this one.
Okay. You're pulling with the arm only. You're not using your shoulder, your hips. You're not bouncing.
All right, watch me.
That's it. That's it. No cheating. 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, come on. 9, come on. 10, 2 more, 2 more. 11, 1 more. 12. I think it's about 6, right? Or 7?
That's around 6 exercises.
Okay. So whatever, we're on the 6th or 7th exercise. I don't even know by now, but anyways, we're gonna do a close grip pull down. We're gonna try to get the upper to middle back close grip to really get that thickness and that density in there. Again, we're gonna try to isolate. We don't want to swing. Bring your back all the way back. You want to keep your chest up, 90-degree angle. Keep that squeeze. Bring the chest up. Negative on the way up, faster on the way down. Okay?
All right. I'll watch you.
It's not about going heavy either.
Good form, good form, good form. Except you can go heavy and have good form. I'm not there yet. I can go light and have good form.
So as you see, I'm not leaning back like this. Keep the back straight, pull, just with the arms.
Are you okay?
That hurts.
What a pump. My lats, yeah. I can't even. You know how you were trying to have me pull the triangle bar up? Like my lats were so pumped up, I was having a hard time like pulling it up, you know? Did you have your hands right here or right here?
So you're gonna hold it here, yeah. No, yeah, right there. Okay? And you don't have to sit all the way in, because if you sit all the way in, then you're gonna cheat. Keep it straight.
Do you have your back arched?
Yeah, a little bit. A little arched, and then right here. That's it, perfect. Perfect.
Little bend.
Good. Keep a slight bend at the top. Keep the muscle contraction. Come up. Keep the contraction. Explode down. Squeeze and up slow. Squeeze up slow. Good. Squeeze. Good. That's a point. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's pump up a little quicker ones. 1, good. 2, good. 3, 2 more. 4, 1 more, and 5, good.
You should like do negatives at first, and then when you can't do negative the proper form anymore, just pump it out.
That's it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you're cheating, but you know, there's a science behind cheating that's effective if you do it correctly. So you know how there's cheat curls, bicep curls, cheat curls. All these things are very helpful in growing as well, as long as you utilize these tools smartly. Okay, you don't always cheat, but at the end you want to pre-exhaust. You want to like throw out 5 more reps. So of course your form is going to come off a little bit, as long as you don't go crazy, but you get that squeeze. As long as you can get that squeeze, you can use a little momentum.
That's what matters.
That's okay.
I got you, Coach.
Yeah.
All right. See, I didn't know that. You see, this whole time I thought that every rep was supposed to be, you know, like squeeze and like negative, and then once you couldn't do anymore, just drop the weight.
One day we'll sit down and I'll teach you a little bit more about the speed of the movement. There's a science behind the speed of the movement. Some workouts you're going to use a different type of tempo. You know, 3 seconds bringing it forward, 2 seconds down slow. You know, there's all different type of tempos for different, you know, different outcomes.
I understand.
As you know, a sprinter in the Olympics, a 100-meter sprinter, what do his muscles look like? They're round and full.
Yeah.
Why?
Because explosive power.
Because they do explosive training, explosive movements, makes the muscle round. A marathon runner is consistent all the time, the same technique, long strides, slow and easy. What do their muscles look like? Long, flat, but strong, but long and flat. They don't have round muscle bellies. Explosive movements in bodybuilding are very important. So we got to utilize those properly.
I need to work on that. I need to be more explosive.
Okay guys, so here we are. This is our last exercise of the night. It's going to be partial deadlifts. I like to put these at the end so we don't have to go so heavy. We don't need to go heavy so we can get that squeeze. Our back is already really fully pumped, so it's going to be pretty easy to do. We're probably going to go maybe 2 plates on each side and really get that squeeze. So pay attention to how far we go down and how far we go up. You don't want to overextend at the top of the movement, and you don't want to go too low because you don't want to get the hamstrings involved. So you want to just localize the lower back. So let's watch the proper form here. So just at the top of your kneecap and then up. At the top of the movement, you want to squeeze, chest up, and squeeze your lower back. Then down slow. Just to below your kneecap, squeeze. Squeeze, explode into it and down slow.
So about right there?
That's it, perfect.
And you're bringing it to right
up.
there?
Yeah.
Squeeze it.
Blow the air out of your diaphragm with the top. Squeeze. Good. And don't jolt to the top. A smooth squeeze. You don't want to hurt yourself. That's it. Control the movement. That's it. Perfect. Don't rotate your shoulders.
Oh,
that's
right there?
Yeah, that's perfect. If you rotate the shoulders, then you're using a bit of your rhomboids. You don't want to use your rhomboids.
I feel it more in my back this way.
Yeah, you want to localize your lower back. That's it. No rotation in the shoulder. That's it. Not too far down. You don't want your hamstrings involved in the movement. Up, squeeze. Good. Excellent. Up, squeeze. Down slow, good. So guys, that just shows you, like, when I'm not with him, you know, he gets bad habits. So what he was doing is he was coming up in the movement, he was rotating his shoulder like he was working his rhomboids. Why are you putting your rhomboids in there, you know? So you want to keep your chest nice and up, okay? And that's all. You don't move. This stays in one position. I would recommend using, you know, Versa grips or some weightlifting straps. I mean, I'm not using it because I'm not competing, so I'm not really trying to, you know, build up, you know, trying to get as big as possible. But I recommend you younger guys, you know, you're in the getting involved in bodybuilding, that you should use straps when you train back, because your hands are going to give out before the lat muscle. So it's, you know, you want to maximize your training.
When would you deem it best to start using them in the workout?
I think you should use them all the way from the beginning. Yeah. And I think on certain days you could work your forearms too, like you can work forearms and stuff. You have great forearms. So.
I like forearm curls. I like Frank McGrath.
You guys can use you can use Chic. Chic makes some good straps, or Versa grip, something like that. Hamstrings in you. Come on, get in it, get in it. You can do it, you can do it. Come on. That's a boy. Good. Come on, three more. 1, come on. 2, come on. 3, 2 more. Come on. 1 more. That's a boy, good. A little story behind him coming here is he kind of told me last minute that he was coming here. He didn't even tell me. He came down last night. He actually slept in his car. That's a devoted athlete right there. He slept in back of Gold's gym.
I just want to be in here,
Coach,
man.
He said, he texts me at 1 in the morning and he says, Coach, I'm waiting for you at the gym. I'll be here all day until you're ready for you to, you know, to train me.
I know you're a busy guy. I know you're busy, but I'm sure you could at least see me, you know, like help me with my posing, help me out. I just want to learn, you know, like just want to better myself, and just being in this environment, the energy, just being here, I love it, you know. So
the thing is,
in my car is fine.
Maybe a week ago he said, you know, I want to come down on Thanksgiving weekend. I said, Dave, Thanksgiving weekend I'm pretty busy. You know, I got family, I got events going on. I said it's going to be very hard that weekend. So he said
he told me not to come.
So I told him, you know, let's do it another time. He shows up anyways. I had to cancel like 50% of my activities.
I'm happy.
So guys, that concludes our workout here at Gold's Gym Venice. Okay, we hit back. I don't know how many sets we did. We probably did almost 30 sets. Excellent pump.
Yeah, good back workout. Good pump. It's all good. Feel great.
What are your expectations?
I don't know, I want to go a long ways with Eric. I mean, Eric is filled with a lot of wisdom, and he's coached me for 6+ years now, and he's helped me all throughout my career, so I want to take it to the next level, and I definitely feel working with Eric is going to help me do that. So it was great.
What's the most important information is, of course I can provide him with knowledge, but it's not only knowledge that's going to bring you to the top, it's going to make you a champion bodybuilder or classic athlete. What it comes down to is the heart. And this boy right here, David, he has the heart.
Awesome.
So
that's what
no
matters.
matter who's coaching you, you got to have some basic knowledge. But what's most important is your heart, your dedication, your focus, And that's what's going to make you a champion.
Just love what you're doing. I mean, I love being in here. This is what I love doing, so love it. Love it. That's what we're doing. We just love it.
Well, I look forward to the future with you. And you guys tune in to EFXSports.com. They got a YouTube channel. Okay, you want to get your latest supplement products, Crealkaline, pre-workout, Carbolin. These are all the products he takes, I take, all my athletes take. Go purchase them on EFXSports.com, and we'll be right back at you with other segments.